two. In other words, instead of just a single high safety, you can occasionally have two highs just to make the quarterbacks work a little harder.
This quarterback is Mike Glennon. He is now 1 for 1 after finding
pounder instead of 220. I also want to see him take control. Really not a natural leader.
Throwing for the second time, and for the second time he has a completion there to Marquise Goodwin. This time he has
size across the country, especially with the year Russell Wilson had. But Mike Glennon threw for over 30 touchdowns that year. So that inner strength, you want to see it come out and use it as a quarterback with his team.
Stepping up in the pocket, and number one puts one.
Throws I've seen Mike have been pretty accurate.
I like now the corner squatting a little bit. Now he's just going to turn and run Mark Anthony with inside leverage. I'd like the ball towards the middle of the field more by the quarterback. However, he put it right on his fingertips. So on the one hand, Charles, it was where he aimed it. He put it on the fingertips. Right. On the other hand, there's got to be an awareness that with nobody sitting there in the middle, he can throw it more and give his receiver the angle to go get it.
Chance to separate and uncover.
4 plays, 4 passes. Wanted to set up the screen there to jump.
Open field, broken type plays where just natural talent can come out of a guy. This could be a day we see that from Ziggy Ansah.
Third down at 10. Mike Glennon to his right. And looking for Marcus Wheaton out of Oregon.
So 2 plays ago, watch him come under here. Ansah on the screen pass, forces the delivery too early. Nice job. Now, instead of going under, watch the power move from the outside. He gets under Wagner from Wisconsin and jacks him right back in the quarterback. So, Charles, exactly what that showed he could anchor this week.
Eric Fisher, not just first round tackle, Mike, but potential top 10 kind of pick, as this is Marquise Goodwin out of Texas. That's his 3rd catch here this afternoon already. That one goes for a first down. Tackle made by Robert Alford back to... He was a star in the full-speed one-on-ones Tuesday and Wednesday. This is Jonathan Franklin inside with Ziggy Ansah. He showed up already.
One-on-one stuff. This is a great opportunity for a guy with his athletic ability to make plays.
Agreed.
Mike Glennon, a quarterback, started the last 26 games at NC State, taking over for Russell Wilson when he went to Wisconsin, fired that.
He playing next week?
Yeah, playing in the Super Bowl, went to the Pro Bowl last year, would have been again this year, but he has a date with a different game.
3rd down and 5, Glennon coming across the middle there.
8, and you don't back up. Nowadays, it's kind of like, hey, why not?
They make a play. It's an all-star game, right?
Ryan Nassib out of Syracuse in at quarterback, and that is Robbie Rouse. He's
easier in a real true game setting like we have here.
And it appears that as we watch Ryan Nassib throw for the first time out of the backfield to Robbie Rouse, 3 consecutive seasons over 1,000 yards rushing at Fresno State. 6 coming up from the 22.
They need a first down here. North is struggling.
Nassib, good anticipation and a nice catch. Throwing behind side, making the catch. Juszczyk, the fullback out of Harvard. Robbie Rouse remains the tailback for Ryan Nassib. There's Juszczyk. Caught Mike's eye on Tuesday and just kind of put his head on this in a minute. Robbie Rouse around the left side, cuts it up, cuts it back again. And Rouse has a first down. Picks up to then out of BYU in on the tackle.
Watch Kyle Long right here pull out. I feel sorry for the corner. Toss. Kyle Long gets out there. Great athletic ability. Just buries Webb. Webb, that's about 120 ability. That kid could play 80 snaps a game with special teams.
When you form a safety,
yep.
There's a safety and move to linebacker.
Running back safety, yeah.
Ziggy Ansah there on the stop once again. He's joined by his
Josh Boyd. They're all jockeying for position. Can they play nose? Are they a 3 technique? What are they?
Could you play more than 2 plays without oxygen?
Ziggy Ansah again.
From Wisconsin here. Okay, here he is. Check this out. He's going to get beat cleanly in pass. Kick slide out wide. Realizes that, uh-oh, I let Cornelius Washington get my edge, and now I'm going to hold him. Look at that. That's about as easy as it gets as a call. Nassib helmet.
Playing a little dinged up, too. Got an ankle. He missed it. He didn't practice much in the last part of the week, but out here today.
Nassib with a low snap and turns up and fires the interception. There is another Georgia helmet. That's Bakari Rowe, all SEC, and providing the turnover here for his South squad. 14-0, 9:37 left in the second.
Which the scouts really like.
Robbie Rouse, the tailback behind him, the all-time leading rusher at Fresno State. And there's Denard Robinson with the football.
Whoa!
Look who ran him down in open field.
Ansah again. Okay, backside of reverse. You've got to stay parallel to the line of scrimmage, which he does right there. Now, it looks, I thought he was beat right there, Charles. Now look at the stride. About 3 strides, he ate up about 12 yards there.
Did you see the spin off of the attempted block by Jack Doyle from Western Kentucky, the tight end?
That's awesome.
And Denard Robinson looked up and saw runs him down on this reverse. That's why people have talked about Ziggy Ansah potentially being a first-round draft pick.
Nassib looking to Chris Harper out of Kansas State, who was Colin Klein's leading receiver the last 2 seasons. On at the end of this year, 13 tackles for loss and 4.5 sacks in the final 9 games. And a great first half here at the Senior Bowl. Ryan Nassib chased out of the pocket, and he just fires that one out of bounds.
For where the play is going to take place. And you know, I was talking with someone from BYU. He wasn't a starter this year until an injury occurred, and he took advantage of it.
Robbie Rouse brought down by Mansouri.
09 on the track team. He ran a 10.900 meter.
That's not even right.
So when we get to the combine, it's going to be scary what this cat runs.
Ryan Nassib over the middle, and he overshoots
past him, but they're like, hey, if Russell Shepard's in there,
you go get him.
You go get him too.
New talent in for the North team. This is Zach Dysert, the all-time leading passer at Miami, Ohio, and he is dropped. But never saw Cornelius Washington.
Didn't know as much about. He gets a little bit overshadowed by some of those Georgia teammates. He comes underneath the block of Pugh. Remember what we said about Pugh? Is he a left tackle or not?
Well, watch the end of this play.
Right.
Because Washington, there it was, as he's starting to celebrate the sack, and didn't realize the ball was free.
Right there as well.
This kid Washington has taken advantage of this week.
Zach Dysert pass again, setting up the screen to Kenyon Barner, and just flat out drops that.
Declare it early.
Sheldon Richardson.
He said, Mike, if there's ever been a freakish 3 technique, a defensive tackle, that's him.
Zach Dysert on his first
there
series.
We go.
And on cue. Was it right?
Is a starting will linebacker that can also play in the sub packages. Okay, his strength is going to be the pass game. Former running back, drives on the football, gets thrown right to him, and now bad throw, disconnect between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Now he turns into a running back, which is what he was in high school. More quickly in the red zone, especially in the NFL, so the decision-making process is even more critical.
Zach Dysert threw an interception to Xavier Gooden on his last pass and throws inaccurately to his back. It's the touchdowns, but came back the last 2 to toss 48 TDs against only 23 picks. Stepping up here. This time he finds Barner, but Barner is going nowhere. Out of Alabama, never easy on a quarterback to keep changing coordinators like that.
And I really think there's going to be a finish after this play. Good coverage there. That looked like Alford from Southeast.
Mike had the best week so far.
Well, you know, Mike's good. It's better than everybody else is good. I mean, he has a really high ceiling. He's just a little bit inconsistent, like you see right there with that throw, just a little bit off accuracy-wise. That's what's troubled him.
What exactly did you see?
This bothers me right here. Clear vision, step in. How can the ball be 3 yards in front like that? And I watched a ton of his seniors. Geno Smith, he declined. Barkley's an injury, and the 2 guards, Warmack and Cooper, where are you guys? Why are guards turning down an invite to come to the Senior Bowl and compete? I don't get it.
Kenyon Barner brought down.
That's a different situation. Star Latolole, maybe a top 10 pick, but Banks had an injury. Vaccaro was the guy that turned it down by choice. He and Teo there.
Glennon rolling out to his left, and Believe just throwing that one away in the general.